in. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from it.
Oh, it's a fumble! And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Unloads quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's O'Neal.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's West. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on 2nd down. Find his tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. He's looking to pass. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line.
Time to take a shot. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Dodged
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's West. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The short hands, it's West. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for loss of yards.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field choice. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The kickoff team is on the field and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's April. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up into the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you can tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own great field position.
And your goal of the defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it to him on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. It would have been a 55-yard field goal from here, so they'll leave the offense out there and try to convert fourth and short. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's West. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
A&M comes back out with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it behind the line. It's West. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Averill. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Big fella moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The pass play, they hoped, would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He uncorks one deep. Makes the ground up to 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And when he comes coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. He makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Punts it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's got it down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Line getting set on second down.
Military stuff.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Averill. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. But a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's O'Neal. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
Flag.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Across the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing the running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
How aggressive will they get on first and 10? Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Rolling right and going deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
So now it's second and long. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves them with 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about that.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Looking for space. It's Jamison.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's April. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's April. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's O'Neal. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jamison. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a 1st down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught close to the marker. It's Jamison. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They march to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. But listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. Snatches it on the run. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Running to Green. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's April. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's April. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Defense just has not had an answer for this tight end. We knew he was athletic coming into this one, and they've lined him up all over the field, but the defense has not been able to cover him. He's now got over 150 receiving yards.
Fires to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Aggies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. It hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
On to attempt the try. And and the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.